Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Uh-oh, it's Flux Capacitor Wednesday. Had to drop that in there. So get ready for the Flux Capacitor, Kristen.
I'm ready.
We have a special. Thank you. We have a special guest today, Brandon Barnum in the house. We're going to talk about real estate presentation. They're kind of a big deal. You know, I think they are. I think they're really cool. Anytime I've done one, it's always gone well. And it can go really, really well if you know what you're doing. That's even better if you know what you're doing. I've always found that's helpful, Carl, knowing what you're doing. You know what I mean? It just, I thought I'm pretty good.
That's one of the, even when you do them wrong, it's a good thing to do.
It's right. I was going to say, I've gotten pretty good at just winging it quite a bit in pretty much everything in life. You know what I mean? But yeah, having some sort of knowledge.
You know, the biggest thing about, for me, the biggest thing about doing classes is walking in there with confidence.
Yeah.
I find that my demeanor of confidence, even if I don't completely feel it, but my demeanor of confidence, I think, is the number one. Or when I say our demeanor of confidence, I think it's more important than the actual content. You know, but having good content helps me to have confidence. You know? But I also find confidence only happens after we do something, not before. I learned that from Mr. Gillespie. Confidence isn't first. Confidence is after. It doesn't come before.
Right.
It comes after. So
right. And as always, the tequila comes first.
Tequila comes first.
The before.
It
get to the confidence. Right.
It helps. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. You know, there's a system to it, man. There's a procedure.
There is a system to it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Sponsor this morning is AA. So.
All right. Yes. Well, good morning. Hello in the chat, everybody. Listen to where you're at. Maybe let us know how the temp's going. Let's get to Flux Capacitor before we jump into the news real quick. So it is Flux Capacitor Wednesday. Kristen will get the Flux Capacitor into the chat, and I've already figured out the number, so we're good to go there. We have no worries, although people can look at, there it is, the Flux Capacitor is in the chat. We're officially basically at 35%. 35% of the year's left. Wow. Dang, dude. Remember? Like, I swear to goodness, like I remember we did it week 1 or week 2 of the year. We initiated the Flux Capacitor Wednesday. I remember that. And we were, you know, there's 98%, 99% of the year. And here we are at 35% of the year left. It is racing by. Just absolutely racing by. You know, there's still time, though.
There's still time.
There's still time. Yeah. It's 35%. Yeah. 30. Yeah. So just let us know in the chat. How are you doing, man? How do you feel you're doing for the year based on what you wanted to do? Are you ahead? Are you at par? Are you a little behind? What is it? And then even let us know if you've caught up. If you were behind and did you step on the gas a little bit? Did you improve? Just curious. No judgment here. There's never any judgment here, right? Well, at least not.
Well, maybe a little. Maybe
not
a little.
outspokenly.
But,
not
that you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, I got Kevin Gillespie in the house. You know, I wanted him to be here because I'm going to share some news real quickly, and I wanted him to comment on something because. You know, Carl, sometimes you got to bring in the big brains to which
I still don't see that person here, but
yeah.
hey dude, before you do the news here real quick.
Yeah, what you got?
Did you hear about did you hear about Patricia Burnell?
No.
Oh, she's here by chance.
What
so
you do?
Dude, it's an amazing story. I love, you know, the old small town girl makes good or small town boy makes good, you know, kind of stories. Yeah. So this lady, she started with us, and I think it was April. So what is that, like 3-4 months ago, and doing fine, right? I think she was doing like 1 and 2, you know, which is good, right? You can make a decent living in our business, you know, 1-2 loans a month, right?
Yeah,
that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
In a period of in 3 months, she went from 1 or 2 to last month 7.
Wow,
7.
That's a big jump.
It's a big jump, brother.
That's a big jump.
That's a we call that a needle bender.
That is a needle bender.
Yeah, going from and I don't know what she makes per loan, but let's say if we use that $3,000 thing that we often, some people more, some people less.
Yeah,
you know, that's going from like, you know, $3,000 to $6,000 a month, you know, to $21,000 a month.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. That's life really starts to get, you know, when you get in that kind of numbers. life looks a lot different at 7 than it does 1 or 2. So anyway, I just want to give her all the credit, and I don't know if she's here or not, but I just
Kudos,
actually
man.
Jen's the one. Gen Z here is the one that shared that story with me, and I just saw that. I was just blown away, man. It was and it couldn't happen to a nicer lady. So
Wow.
anyway,
It just goes to show you, man, it only works all the time.
it only works all the time as long as you work it, right?
As long as you work
So
it.
she had a plan, but she also had enthusiasm.
Mm,
She had a burning desire. It does require burning desire.
indeed.
I don't
So,
know if y'all can see what Sharon Wolford put in the chat, but she's plus 38% ahead.
wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, no surprise coming from her.
Well, you talk about
right?
Well,
burning
and she knows
desire.
the exact number. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You talk about
Yeah.
burning desire. Sharon is burning desire.
Yeah. She's just so good, so focused, man. Just so good. Okay,
All
great
right.
stuff. Thank you, Carl, and congratulations to the wins, man, for sure. So, real quick in the news, one of the things that stood out was builder inventory.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of it, right? And so builders are doing incentives and all kinds of things to move these properties. Kevin Gillespie, I just in the loan officer perspective down at the bottom of the news I put out, I'm like, I have to believe that with all this pent up builder inventory, it's just so ripe for the picking for, outside LOs. What I mean is they're not the in-house LO. Outside LOs to try and get in there and get some of that business. Am I crazy, or what's your thoughts on that real quick?
You are crazy and you're right. Okay. So absolutely. Interesting, isn't it? Everybody kind of has this, oh, I can't break in, but the builders have like 31% of the inventory that's out there and on average nationally. Now that'll change market to market. And so it's over 120,000 homes. And guys, unlike a realtor who lists a home, it doesn't cost the realtor much because the homeowner's making the payment. Well, the builder, if they've got inventory there, there's what they call cost to carry.
Mm,
They're paying on that house, interest on that home, and it's eating into their margins. So they need to move the property. Their warehouse lenders, their construction lenders need them to get the property off the books because it's a short-term loan. And right now, builders are looking for anything. 67% was the last number I heard in the last couple of weeks
yeah.
of builders are offering deep discounts.
Yep.
And a lot of their own builder mortgage companies aren't familiar with some of the programs out there or the commitment programs. So Frank, I think you're dead on. It's a great time. And in our builder workshop we did a couple months ago, we got several people who've started picking up builders. So it's a good thing.
You got a workshop coming up anytime soon? Will there be one before the end of the year, maybe? Or
Well, yeah, Carl and I need to huddle on what we need to do by the end of the year, so I can't promise, but yeah, of course we'd look at that.
okay. And I put down at the bottom of the news. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, it's just a great time. Like, don't sidestep the builder thing right now. Right now, they need all the help they can get. If you come in with a plan, an idea, hey, I'll bring you a buyer, give me the incentive. A lot of them are going to say, okay, you go, boy, you go, girl, you do your thing. So it's just a good time. They're ripe for the picking right now. So just want to make sure everybody understood that, right? Check this out. Housing starts are up 5.2% from last month to this month, but multifamily leading the way. But even single family is up. So multifamily, if any of you guys out there, guys or gals, do multifamily stuff, think we talked about this a few weeks back too. Multifamily seems to be leading the way in new construction. Foreign buyers are back. That jumps 33%. So we've got foreign money pouring into the United States again, buying real estate. What does that tell you? They're thinking something, right? They're thinking something. So amongst the doom and gloom, look, there's still business to be had out there, and people know it. Foreign buyers know it too. And a little segment called Just Because. I saw this story. Walmart was selling radioactive shrimp. Okay, so just be careful. If you have some shrimp from Walmart that you bought, it might be radioactive. There's a recall on it right now. We just don't want anyone to get hurt. I did ask ChatGPT to make a picture of me as a radioactive shrimp, and this is what it came up with. Wearing my Wildcats hat, Willsiewood Wildcat hat. So yeah, just so you know, there's radioactive shrimp out there from Walmart. Your loan officer perspective, your real estate
Hey, but
perspective.
dude, they are huge. Like they're awesome. Like
well,
they just have 4 eyes. That's the only thing.
Well, what I wanted to know is like, why is that such a big deal? Because if I did eat it, do I get shrimp superpowers? Right? Do I get do I become Shrimp Man? Do you know what I mean? Like I ate a radioactive shrimp.
I don't know that I'd want to be,
what's
dude. Everything in this on Earth eats shrimp.
All right.
If you ever reincarnate and find yourself a shrimp, it's not good.
I
That
don't think you
sucks.
want shrimpy senses.
No,
You
no,
don't want shrimp senses?
no,
No.
no.
I don't know, man. Superpower's a superpower. I'd
So
take
the
it.
radioactive material, how it works, all kidding aside, the radioactive material is attracted to iodine, and shrimp are high in iodine, and so they attract it.
Yeah.
And did you know that did you have the name of the I can't remember what's
It
the name
was
of
cesium 327.
yeah, which is the same thing that your iWatch, if you have a smartwatch, the battery is made of that same material. They encase it, but it's made. No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
Yeah, right, right. If there's a fault, there's a little radioactive alarm that goes off
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
watch.
yeah. But the iodine, it is. That's why it
Yeah.
goes to shrimp, is it's attracted to
Mhm.
iodine. So yeah.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. All righty. Well, good stuff, man. All right. So, look, we've got Brandon Barnum here. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, brother?
Oh man, happy to
Doing
start our
good?
day with LOBC.
Yeah, there you go. I just want to give you a big cheer for being here. We've had you on before. We've talked about realtor presentations many times here on the show. I think it's always worthy to bring it up, though. In the chat, do you do them? And when's the last one you did? I'd like to know in the chat, when was the last realtor presentation? When did you do it? Like, has it been recent? Has it been months? Is it just yesterday? Well, who was that?
Sharon.
Of
Aaron's
course.
crushing it. That's why she's up 38% for the year,
Of
right?
course, right. Let's see. So yeah, Fred prefers a shrimp radioactive. That's good to know. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, when's the last time you did a realtor presentation? About 6 months ago, over a year ago. Sharon, if you would unmute real quick, I just want to tee up Brandon here. But how often do you do them, Sharon? Realtor presentations. I'm just curious.
Probably about 4 to 5 a month.
No.
Oh.
Well, now, okay. So, Carl, I'm starting to connect the dots a little bit
Hmm.
here.
But
Know
I'm
what I
real
mean?
excited to hear about what Brandon has to say.
Cool, cool. Yeah, of course you are. But yeah. So anyway, Sharon. So big deal, right? I mean, obviously.
I know it might sound like a silly question, but do you get a good portion of your business, Sharon? I know you knock out some whale numbers here. Do you get a good portion of your business from doing the classes?
Yes. I have offices that I regularly do presentations monthly.
Okay.
Monthly.
Yeah.
So like the first Tuesday of the month is one office, the first, Wednesday of the month is another. And then there's one group that we work with that has 6 offices. So we try to get to all of them. And, so it's a regular thing. And we ask them what they want to hear and what they're most interested in. And then we try to make it valuable and interactive and short and to the point.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you, Sharon, for sharing. All right. So anyway, Brandon Barnum. So if you're not familiar, I'm going to spotlight him real quick just so you can get a glimpse at him here. Make sure you know who we're talking to here. There he is. What a handsome devil. You know what I mean? That's why he's so successful, Carl. You know, I was not blessed
I signed
in
up
that
for his
regard.
class on how to be at Chippendales. I signed up for that class.
I was immediately rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pointed me down the road.
Yeah.
And I joined the Navy. What can I say? Then it was history after that, right? All right. So, Brandon, you are an absolute expert at realtor presentations. You built a company around it, and let's just talk about this a little bit here. Give us some thoughts on, out of all the experience you have and the company that you built, what do you feel is the main thing that can open the door for these realtor presentations? What's the topic of choice?
Well, the first thing is find out what people need, right? If you survey 100 realtors and you ask them what's your number one need, 95% of them are going to say, I need more leads, more referrals, more clients, better marketing, right? We ask that over and over again, and that's what we hear. And so I was just talking to a loan officer the other day, and I said, you've got to deliver content that your people need. And if you focus on doing something that's going to help them win more business and you become their partner in growing their business, with the caveat that your goal is to help them win more business so that they'll send some of it your way, now you got a partner in success. It helps fill the rooms, and the realtors love it. We're teaching raving referrals, and realtors rate it 9.5 out of 10. So they
Mm,
love the content.
mm. Hey, one of my biggest questions, I know, Carl, you and I were talking about this, is okay, so I've got some great content. Let's say we connect with you, right? And we become a certified trainer because you certify loan officers in specific geographic areas. So it's kind of a limited sort of thing. But to get certified as a Raving Referrals trainer, I mean, one of the biggest things that I'd want to know is like, how do I get in? Like, how do I make the pitch? Like, who do I call? How do I get in? How do I get somebody to say, yes, come and give us a presentation?
Yeah, how do you fill the room? That's what you're asking
Yeah, or
about.
even get the buy-in. Like, how do I
Right.
get them to even say, that sounds like a good idea?
Yeah, but
First I got to get the buy-in, then I got to fill the room. You
yeah,
know what I mean? But
butts and chairs is always the hardest.
yeah.
Yeah, huge. So the biggest thing is, how do you get other people to invite you to promote to the realtors that they serve, right? What we teach you is how to partner with the home inspection companies. We're working on a national partnership with Pillar to Post, for example, and they're out there calling on realtors every single day. There's other professionals that serve realtors, like the title companies, that will come in and bring you in as the expert trainer to teach their audiences. Real estate investment groups is another one. Estate planning attorneys, financial advisors. Focus on the folks that are already in relationships with realtors and let them fill the room so they're doing the heavy lifting.
Do you have Raving Referrals? Do you have like okay, so let's say I want to do this. I've gotten certified and I want to do my first training or my first presentation. Now I want to rally the troops, title or home warranty or whatever. I want to rally them to, join me, and so we can collectively put the fill the room, right? Do you have some sort of marketing material for them like that I can
Yeah.
say, hey, title company, come here, check it out, title rep. This is what I'd like to do. Here's what I would like to teach the realtors. You know what I mean? I'm certified. I'm a trainer in this. Here's the bullet points. You got something like that to get the
Absolutely.
the affiliates jazzed up about it too? Like, yeah, this looks great.
Yeah, so we have marketing materials both for the partners to go out to other folks who serve realtors, and then also for them to go promote to their audiences. So yeah, we give you both. It's complete, soup to nuts, give everything. I see Brad Atwood saying, do you use Authorify for your books? We don't use that, but part of the books are part of the secret weapon. You got to have something that draws them in that's different from everybody else. In our case, we have a book specific for the real estate industry, so it's targeted for them. But then one of the other secrets about filling the audiences is at the end of the class, we ask everybody to complete a survey. And one of the questions is, would you like us to teach this material at your organization? 65% of people will say yes or maybe. And so then what happens is the certified trainer is able to go to those people after the fact. And just like Sharon Wolford said, now they're inviting you into their brokerage. Now you're not only teaching a class for the masses, you're also able to go in and do brokerage specific trainings. And when you start setting those up and teeing those up, and the broker is inviting you in as the expert to teach all their agent, it's a game changer.
Tell me about Raving Referrals. Like, so that's a book,
Yep.
and it's for real estate agents, and it teaches them how to get raving referrals, right?
Right.
And then, but who wrote this book? Like, did you write this book? Where does but your training revolves around the principles in this book, right? Which
100%.
obviously I'm sure are very solid principles, right? That we all need to know. But who wrote the book?
Yeah, so I wrote the book along with Verl Workman, Workman Success Real Estate Training Coach. And Verl's amazing. He's a fantastic guy. I did 12 years in the mortgage business, so I kind of wrote this book from the perspective of what do I wish I could have taught realtors if I could go back in that DeLorean back to 1997 when I first got in the mortgage business, right? I wished I had a system like this, which is what we built for the actual training concept itself. But yeah, the book teaches everything a realtor needs to know to grow their business. And one of the things that we start with in the class is something called the referral score quiz. We ask, and we provide all the materials, but we ask agents to rate themselves on the top 10 best practices when it comes to referrals. And what's amazing is out of 100 possible points, the average score for a realtor is 37. Now, the reason we start out with this, they self-score themselves on these 10 best practices. And what happens is immediately they identify blind spots in their business. Like we did this live the other day. Every month, the first Wednesday of every month, our director of training brings on all of our coaches and trainers, and she coaches them up. And we brought a realtor on live, and we did this referral score quiz live. And I was blown away. Like one of the questions that she answered was, how often do you ask for referrals? She scored 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
So if I'm a loan officer and I'm working with that real estate agent to build that relationship, now I've got the opportunity to dive deep in the areas where they're weak, right? Really coach them up so that you're helping them grow their business in a way that's impactful and meaningful. But the biggest thing is having an audience where you've got a room full of realtors, you've got the microphone, and now for 1 or 2 hours, you got their undivided attention. And when I was in LO, I never had that opportunity. So this is an opportunity I created just because this is what I wished I'd have had when I was sitting in your seat.
Do you, and I know we talked about this before, but in case some people weren't here, so you've got the 1 hour version, the 2 hour version, you got the 20-minute version too, right? So when you get those, hey, we'll get you in, you got 20 minutes.
Or 5. 5
We got a
minutes.
5-minute version too.
Yeah, so in the course itself, when you go through the training to become certified, there's about 4 hours of videos you're going to watch and individual videos on each of the different topics. And what we're teaching our LOs to do is to create their own social content using all these mini quick tips or modules. And that way you can take one segment. You don't have to take the full course. You can take one segment in. If somebody's only got 5 minutes for you, but you've got 25 agents that you can get in front of, teach one thing, whether it's the referral score quiz, wealth through workshops, how to boost their social, whatever that strategy is, you can just teach that one thing because you've got to be able to meet the needs of the agents you're winning business with.
Mm-hmm. So I like the approach that you have here. So like if I'm just getting started this, let's say I've never done one before, I join the program, I become a certified trainer. It's cool because we go, okay, let's get something started. So we're going to work with affiliate partners, be that title or home warranty or whatever, to start. And then and we have our first presentation. At the end of that presentation, there's the survey that, like you said, it says, hey, would you like us to do this for your office? You're probably going to, I don't know what's the percentage of them that say yes? Do you have those stats or anything?
65%.
How much?
65.
So 65% of the people that do the survey, that complete the survey, are going to say, yes, it would be good to do it at our office. So then you can move from kind of the shotgun approach to trying to do a presentation to the Sharon approach, which is now I'm in an individual office. And then you could move to maybe you get do a great job and they like you so much. They say come back every other month, like what Sharon's got, right? You know what I mean? You've got, these built-in presentations that you're doing, which is obviously working out really well for Sharon. But I like that. I like that approach a lot. I think that's a really, really cool way to get it started.
Frank, for me, we always called it the golden apple.
Yeah.
So and it's not just our society, in all societies, anytime you can position yourself as a teacher, frankly, Frank, how you've done here to this entire industry is you're like the teacher, right? And just like in the old, grade school, everybody wants to bring the teacher an apple, right? As a way of saying thanks and honoring them. In this case, what we have found is like when we're doing classes that the agents, they want to bring us an apple, so to speak, and an apple in our business is a referral. And so we called it the golden apple. So it's very, very, very effective. And anytime you can position yourself as a teacher or a mentor, you're automatically putting yourself above everybody else. It's a very powerful thing.
It really is. And then Kristen, I want to call on you. So there's like I do it, I get a presentation going. Obviously, I mean, when you do a presentation in front of a real estate team, office, whatever, audience, at the end of the presentation, especially if it's something as well put together as what Brandon and his team have for us, at the end, like Carl said, that apple's going to come. Like you're going to get people that are just going to come up and say, "I got something. I need help with this." That just always seems to happen, right?
Yeah.
It always seems to happen. But if we're going to be really effective at this, we got to deploy some marketing animals strategy into this as well. So, Kristen, what would be the smartest thing for me to do? Like, let's say I get into a real estate office. I'm going to do a presentation. There's going to be 40 real estate agents there. What's my best approach to make sure I get business out of that afterward?
I'm going to find out who the qualified ones are before I even go in that room.
Mm,
And
mm.
then, my goal is going to be to at least have some sort of a conversation with the qualified agents. And then I'm going to follow up for a one-on-one meeting with them.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
And,
it,
and
man.
everybody else, I mean, you're in front of a group. So it's kind of what Carl always refers to with the follow-up, high touch, high tech, low time. When you're in front of a group like that, you're kind of spreading that out. And so then the follow-up with those folks is going to be high touch.
And you know what? Sending out that survey of like what their pain point is, like grading themselves. Uh, Boy, what better way? Because now they've identified this is my pain
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And even if I don't know how to solve that pain point before my next meeting with them, I just go look it up, right? I go on Chat GPT. All right, they got this problem. What's some solutions, And yeah, solving somebody's pain point is very, very, very powerful. Instead of me guessing what your problem is, you're telling me what your problem is. I go, oh, have I got a solution for that? So love it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for enjoying this Loan Officer Breakfast Club YouTube video. If you are into industry news, if you like to keep up with what's going on within the mortgage and real estate industry, you might not be aware of this, but you can get free news snippets every single day by going to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. In the top nav bar, you'll see in the news. Click it, daily, fresh news about the mortgage and real estate industry. There's even loan officer perspective and realtor perspective on each news story that you can make use of in your marketing. So enjoy loanofficerbreakfastclub.com/in the news. So
The
I
other
know,
thing that the survey does, Frank, is that
Yeah.
we ask them if they have other real estate agents that should go through this training. And for every one person that's sitting in the seat, we get 1.1 referral to another agent. So if you got 30 realtors in the audience, you'll get 33 referrals to realtors who aren't in the audience. And now they're filling your pipeline, and you can invite those people to your next event.
Yeah, great stuff. Hey, let's get the link in here for if you want. So the cool thing about Brandon's company is this is a very robust, thorough, comprehensive presentation/training that you can give to these real estate partners. We were talking about having confidence, at the beginning of the show here, when you're going to do a presentation, this will give you the ultimate confidence. Like you get certified at this, you'll know exactly what you're going to teach, and it's going to be epic for the real estate people. You go to ravingreferrals.com. If we could throw that link in there, ravingreferrals.com. Guys, there's to get certified. There's some geographic exclusivity here. So they're not going to have like gazillions of certified trainers. They want to keep it sort of geographically preserved. So it does pay to get in as soon as you can. Use the code LOBC or tell the team when you talk to them you're part of Loan Officer Breakfast Club, and you get some extra content, some extra goodies that you wouldn't normally get if you weren't here. So one of the other benefits to being here at Loan Officer Breakfast Club. So use code or tell them you're with Loan Officer Breakfast Club, ravingreferrals.com. And I think there's a button in the upper right hand side that says trainers, right? Trainer. Yeah. So you just click on the trainer button. So you want to be a trainer, you'll connect with them. This is a big deal. We're coming to the end of the year, and we want to make it a strong push. This might be just the thing you need to, put some fuel into the tank and have some really cool firepower to really have a strong closing of the year, and then segue that right into the beginning of next year, right? To keep it going. Let's be Sharon's. I would like to be a Sharon, I think. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
wants to be sharing this
I
morning.
want to be a Sharon. Yeah, and this is the thing that could absolutely push us there, and help us get there. So ravingreferrals.com, you'll see a trainer button at the upper right-hand corner if you want to learn more about what Brandon and his team can do. Again, geographic exclusivity, just be sure you get in. This is a big deal to become a certified trainer of this course. So Good stuff. Right at the top of the hour. Anything else to add, Brandon, before we depart here?
Hey, Brandon.
Go ahead.
You go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead, brother. And then I got a
Just a
question.
shout out. I see Charlie Brown and John and Kat Terry are on here. A couple of our trainers that came to LOBC. So thanks, guys, for coming on and being a part of this. And we love having you. And we'd love to have some more trainers around the U.S.
Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing your guys' success as well. So once you start doing some presentations and rolling this out, we'd love to hear about it. We'd love to hear how it went. Go ahead, Carl. You had something?
Hey, do you find the classes in person, online? Like, is it do both or do just this one, or what's your thoughts on that?
We have people that do both. We have some realtors that are using this for recruiting, quite frankly, but always in person is best. You want to get face to face with folks. You want to sit down one-on-one. I love what Kristen was talking about. We teach the referral partner blueprint. This is one of the things that we help as realtors give a ton of referrals out. They don't get many back. We help turn their vendors into proactive promoters. And that's one of the things that after the class, just like Kristen was talking about, you sit with them one-on-one. You talk about, Carl, to your point, the referral score quiz. What was your biggest challenge and aha moment? And the light bulbs just go off for these people. They love the class. They tell others about it. They fill your funnel, and that's what you want.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like Carl said, like you start to build that kind of relationship. When they get a referral, it's like, I got to send it to Kristen. Like, Kristen, I got somebody, because they're that connected to you and you're helping them build their business. It's really cool, man. It's super, super neat thing. I'm so glad we got connected to you on Loan Officer Breakfast Club. So,
I mean, frankly, just being perfectly transparent, this is what we're doing every morning here on LOBC, right? It's the same thing. Right? It's the same thing, just in a cool way, bring content. And then, then do your call to action, right? Yeah. You've been a part of this, many of you, for years now here on LOBC, and it's the same thing, cool content, and then call to action, and it's worked out really good for us, and yeah. So
that's the way it is.
So copy and deploy, Write that down. Copy and deploy.
That's right.
Good stuff. Good to see you, Brandon.
Exactly what it is. Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you, brother. Big cheer to you. We're at the top of the hour, guys. Okay, ravingreferrals.com, ravingreferrals.com. Mention LOBC. Trainers at the top, so you click LOBC. Learn about their program. Dive into it. Get it going. Finish the year strong. And I think we're good to go. So we'll be here tomorrow. I think we have Owen Lee again for the mortgage market update tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I hear there might be some big news, too.
Might be some big news.
Rumor has it.
Better check it out. Yeah.
What's today, Frank? What do we do today?
Well, today, Carl, what is today, Kristen? Wednesday? Do I have the day right?
Wednesday. I forgot to put it in my name, so you remembered. But
yes, today is Wednesday, Frank. Yes, today is Wednesday. So who do we get to call? Let's call on somebody, Carl, to tell us what we do on Wednesday. Who do we pick? Let's see.
Well, I tell you, I look for somebody super intelligent looking. They just have that great look about them. How about my dear friend, Teresa, Miss Kashner?
All right, Teresa, Wednesday. What do we do?
So what do we, can you tell everybody what we do on Wednesdays, Teresa?
Yeah, we're calling our pals today.
our past database.
Yeah, our past database. Yeah.
Cool. So
I call it all my pals because those are the people that I already have warm, close connections with. Mm-hmm. And I know that they know that I'm going to be calling and I'm going to be asking for the business.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Good. It's just that simple. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
All right.
I like that. And anything going on in the MMA world today?
Yes.
What?
So we have Steve's masterclass.
Right. I forgot to mention that. Tell us all about it. Yes.
So Steve's doing a masterclass today at 12 o'clock Eastern time. If you haven't registered yet, you still have time. I just put the link in the chat. You want to go to Steve's masterclass.com, register to get the Zoom link. And Steve's going to be talking about how we turn rate shoppers into committed clients without talking about rates.
There you go.
So once you teach the class, you get the referrals. And now you need to know what to say to the referrals. So that's what Steve talks about. So you see, all this stuff kind of blends together, so.
I'll also say if you're an MMA or Freedom Club member, Steve does a monthly class and it's happening today at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And this is team building secrets for top producing loan officers. So if you're a member, you definitely want to take advantage of that one too. Double dose of Steve today.
All right. Wow.
Can't get too much of a good thing. Can't get too much of a good thing,
Yeah. That's what I thought when I read about the radioactive shrimp.
I keep a picture of him beside my bed on my nightstand.
All right, you guys, look, let's get out of here. You guys have a great day. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Brandon, always a pleasure. RavingReferrals.com. Let them know you're Loan Officer Breakfast Club, LOBC. Get extra good stuff. You guys have a great day. Go get them. Call the past client database. We'll be here tomorrow. See you then. Adios. See you later.
Have an amazing day, everybody.